Grace and peace, grace and peace. What is doing? What's cracking? My Lotus is here. Yay, my Lotus came by. So this is the midweek check-in, guys, where we're checking to see what your health is looking like, what the rent is looking like, what the finance are looking like. It's a general reading, so that means that it may not resonate with you specifically, but I'm also adding in today a mini reading for anybody that's interested. If you'd like, you could send a love blessing, a donation to, I have it pinned in the description there. But if you want to get a reading, just let Lotus, my moderator extraordinaire, know that you like a reading, because I'm not paying attention to the chat so much when I'm chiming into the readings. Still not doing personal readings, but I am taking on emergency base, and I'm making exceptions to emergency base. Like I have to use my discretion on what's emergency and who it is. But I haven't officially opened the books. I decided on my date, and that's going to be November 11th, 2022, that I will open the books back up, so that, if anybody's interested in getting readings, then that's what they can do. But right now, I said I was going to do it at the end of the month. I'm not. I had to really think about it. And I also, like I said, I have, my grandmother's sister's 90th birthday at the end of the month, and family's going to be here. So I can't really do what I want to do as far as doing the reading. So I will put it up in the about section, and I also put it up on my Instagram. Okay, so if anybody's interested in readings, they can go to Foxy Moon _ spiritual alchemist, and that is my Instagram. I will put it in the chat. You can hit me up there for now, because I don't have my I should have put that into the pin. I don't have the books, my website open. I kind of like dismantled it in a sense. All right, so, but you can definitely reach me here at the IG page, okay? All right. Or rather, the IG page. I really don't want to start claiming. Listen, we got to have a talk first. All right, we're going to have a little talk. Can I pin that in? Let me see if I can pin that. Oh, no, I can't pin it. Okay. I can only pin one thing at a time. All right. Whatever. I want to talk about, not so much about what's going on with, the illustrious Kanye West, but I want to bring to our attention that they're cracking down. They're really censoring a lot with social media. We see this now clearly. And that goes for the small hats as well. And when I say small hats, I'm talking about the smaller scale YouTube content creators, right? Because when we go on other people's pages or channels, rather, we're still not really allowed to say certain things. And even though it's freedom of speech, you have to read the fine print. It's not really, you can't just say any old thing. You can't spew out stuff that's going to say you are you're basically sending out hate speech against another ethnicity, religion, etc. So we have to be mindful when we go onto these platforms, how to conduct ourselves, how to talk, what not to say, use keywords, use catchphrases, right? My Lotus is here. Thank you very much. Good to see you. And likewise, so I have gotten not a strike, I have gotten a warning, and that's my only warning so far from YouTube in regards to giving out what they deemed mismedical information. The information that I provided, I'm not going to repeat it, but what I provided wasn't something that I was just getting off the top of my head. Their research is being conducted that way. All right. So be mindful when you come onto my platform of things of what to say. You're going to have to almost sound illiterate or super smart that you really know what you're saying. I'm not saying that anything happened on my last. I'm just stating that there is a big crackdown, but actually there's always been a crackdown. All right. The FSC will let things fly to an extent, but they're not going to condone certain things, especially when most of these platforms, why did I put this lip gloss on? This, it's so sticky. Anyway, they're not going to, you can't spew all this rhetoric on platforms where the majority of those people that you're spewing your rhetoric towards and your hate towards are the same people that are running the show, the big wigs, I like to call it, right? So, you know, Mr. West, since you know, he claims and he goes on this antic about how he has billions of money, start from scratch and create your own. Not, you know, if he's picking somebody else's trash up, if you want to say that, and he's going to now make it his own. All right, kudos. That's what you should be doing. But when you're on somebody else's platform, it's like coming into somebody's house with dirty shoes on. You wipe your feet off. Even though some people, they walk into their house with their shoes on and they walk all over the house with their shoes on. Some households, we don't do that. So, and I'm not a practicing Muslim, but your shoes tracking dirt. Your shoes tracking germs. So therefore, when you come to my home, you take off your shoes at the door. That's proper etiquette for the household, right? So this is the same thing that we're learning with Mr. West. So you're going to say, oh, I don't like the way that person runs their house. They made me take off my shoes. That's what it sounds like. And there's a lot of people that's going on the, you know, on the fence for him and what have you. I'm not that one. Right. You don't bring the street energy. Exactly. You don't bring the street energy into your home. So whatever. He's going to have, he's on his own agenda and he's on his own suicide watch, if you will. Not to say that that's what he's planning to do, but he's asking for some type of mercy. I mean, he was going on a tangent about, oh, come see me, come do something to me. Like, he's begging for it. He wants it because he's saying he's tired of it and he has nothing to risk. Meanwhile, they're saying poor Nori. Ooh, John Horse is in the building. Salute. You're up. Giddy up. Top of the morning or top of the afternoon. Right, or I can take sage and take you. Right, you pull the sage out. Which you choose which one you want. And so people are like, oh, poor Nori. He's out there trying to rectify, and they're like, oh, Nori's doing an apology tour. Nori is not a billionaire. Noreaga is a rapper, a retired rapper who's doing a podcast on another person's platform. He has shares in it. It's Noreaga's Drink Champ, but there's somebody else behind the scenes that are the big hats, the big wigs, the top dogs. And so what happened is Kanye went onto Nori's platform and started spewing out this stuff that could cause his bread and butter, Nori's bread and butter, to cut short or cut off altogether. Kanye says he has nothing to lose. So do you really think he cares that what he said, it could affect Noreaga and DJ FN? No. But you got some people on the side of the fence talking about, oh, Nori's selling out. He's tap dancing. Nori's selling out. you come to me and you talk to me when somebody, listen, that's why I'm saying be very careful when you go onto other people's platforms. You can't, and if I hear some funny stuff and we're talking on my platform, I'm going to have to cut you down. I'm sorry. My page, my channel is it's small, but they're watching. They're watching all of us. And I'm not out here to bring no conspiracy to nobody. That is the honest to God truth. If you subscribe to God, I'm a small in comparison to a podcast, to a Drink Champs podcast. I haven't even made 300 yet. They keep fudging my numbers back and forth. One minute I'm at this level, the next minute I got 2 people off or 2 numbers off. So trust and believe what I'm saying. They're tapping in, and it's not so much my channel, but it's who I'm watching that they're like, oh. When they say the streets are watching, the streets are watching. Ooh, my beauty queen's in the building. Raz girl. Exactly. Respect is everything. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like Lotus said, you're not bringing your shoes into the house, dragging in that energy, that street energy. And Kanye, what he did was bringing his home issues in-house and out-house to a platform where everybody's like, well, not everybody, excuse me. And this is how we have to change some vernaculars. We have to change some words. We need to be wordsmiths. This is why reading is fundamental. This is why learning about history, geography, and science are fundamental. He's talking about we are not in the same boat. I'm not in the same boat with you, Kanye. I mean, I was on some YouTube streets that I couldn't even believe. I'm listening to the stuff. These men in particular are really like, Kanye's the champ. Y'all keep pumping him up to be Black Moses, Jesus. He's just a man at the end of the day, guys. He's just a man. And he's moving no mountains for your so-called Black community. If anything, he's shooting shots, metaphysically speaking, because we have to create, use our words, because we can't say certain things directly. I don't want this to be too long, but I wanted to just say, when we come onto people's platforms, be very mindful about what you're going to say. We get caught up in our feelings and we want to speak about the things that we feel or know. However, you don't know that you can affect the very person's platform that you just logged onto. You can cause some issues with their platform. And I worked a little too hard to get where I'm at. And I didn't do that much, but just be myself. And people want to know who that is. And that's why I have the amount of people that I do now. It's all me doing network, being respectful in other people's panels, not talking too much out of emotion, speaking some facts. It may not be all the correct facts, and therefore I'm being corrected on these things. And I have no problem being corrected, because that shows who a true master student is, not a master teacher. I'm a student first before I'm a teacher. And if that's my agenda, to come up here and help us figure out some things without other people shoving it down our throat, then that's what I'm here for then. Yes, I do the cards, and yes, today is the cards. It's midweek check-in for your health, for your romance, for your finances. I am specifically today going to be doing mini readings. So if you're interested, sign up. Please let Lotus know as well, because I may not be paying attention to the chat. And if I lose your name, I don't want to miss out. You can send a donation if you're feeling moved to do so. I don't ask for it. I'm not pandering. I'm not pressed for money. But we all are a little hard up for money now because we're in a recession. That's the bigger picture. Not a billionaire talking about how Kim is all he cares about. You listen to that interview. I was listening to some of it, and I'm like, this man, I don't know what everybody else was seeing. The other people that were seeing what I'm seeing, Black power. I mean, because really, and forget about if he's got a mental disorder or not. That is beside the point. Some of us have mental illnesses. I suffer from it. I suffer from depression, anxiety, insomnia. I got some form of PTSD. Who doesn't? If you come up from a traumatic, listen, living in New York City alone guarantees me, or rather grants me PTSD. The 70s, 80s, 90s, and now, that automatically grants me PTSD. But I'm not walking around here spewing out my problems to make it everybody else's. You get what I'm saying? I will repeat, I am not here to spew out whatever's going on in my home, in my life, and air it out to other people. If you can't help me, then I don't want, we're not talking then. If you can't be a solution, you're the problem. Brother Malcolm, the Honorable Minister Malcolm, or Malik Shabazz, said, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And clearly, this is what's going on. People are falling for this okie doke and not realizing, look, it's not just Kanye. Look what they did with Alex Jones. And he's been about that talking sideways for years. Conspiracy theory, whatever you want to call him. He's been about that life. And now they're suing him. So you better believe that the powers that be in these arenas are not having you just talk about any old thing. Oh, they say, what about the death culture? What about them talking about, the rappers killing each other and this, that, and the third? Oh, now you care? We've been talking about this for 30 years, self-destruction. We're all in the same gang on the West Coast. Now you care? Stop it. You giving out fake Karen tears. I don't want to get emotional, but you guys know I get passionate. Because I think some of these men that are vying for Kanye West might have some issues as well. But I don't want, we're all here to, talk it out. So I don't want to cast stones because I'm not too far removed from somebody having issues. But come on, like seriously? Right. Genres that they did. And that's one of them. You think they care about some drink champs? They like, that's what you ninjas do anyway, right? Don't come up here on the holier than thou. Oh, well, No, you weren't culture canceling anybody. You weren't culture canceling Lil Baby and them. You guys wasn't talking about any of the drill rappers. It was a small smoke mirrors about it a couple of years ago. But it's getting out of hand. So when we hear places like Jamaica saying we're going to censor that type of element on media and on TV, hey, go for it. You know why? Because we've been running amok for too long. When is it going to stop? When is it going to slow down? I'm not going to even say stop because that's impossible. But can we slow it down a little bit? Our babies are out here walking to the grocery store or to the corner store, and they don't know if they're going to be coming back home that day. Your mother or your father's riding mass transit, and you don't know if something can happen to them going on the bus or on the trains or carjacked. Stop it with this fake outpour for some man that don't give a rat's ass about you. He don't care about none of us. All he's doing is feeding off of our, banging on our, you look foolish. What is he doing? He's fluffing smoke up your behind so that you can feel a certain kind of way. And guess what? At the end of the day, all he wants is Kimmy. Kimmy. Don't get fooled by his interview. Because 1 minute he's calling her X, Y, and Z. And the next minute he's telling Meek Mills, I don't give a F about you. And it's all about Kim. His white life matters is for them. You better stop it. Shout out to Q Butter. Because I was listening on to his platform yesterday. I mean, that's a man's man. And guess what? He's got a coding school out in Brooklyn. Not financed by any of the others. A young man, and when I say young, he's about my age group, in mid-40s. But he's had this school for over almost 15 years. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not too familiar, but he's got the melanated children, boys and girls, coding, doing stuff that you would see the children in China doing. Stop. And listening to going on and listening to him yesterday, I was like, because you get it. Because I don't know where the rest of these men are at, but they're on the other side with this man and that man. And, listen, it's no, we don't want to say, oh, well, he's married to this European white woman. I mean, that's, you know what? That's beside the point. But when he's shucking and jiving and pointing fingers at the very people that he wants love for and the affection for, you have to scratch your head at what's going on here. There's no way. You want him to run for presidency? Man, if you thought Donald Trump was bad and people were thinking that Trump was going to get us into war, you really let the asylum out. You really got Arkham running out here doing whatever. You got the Joker out here running for presidency. And I don't think he's as clever as the Joker is. I would have to say he might be the Scarecrow, because the Joker's pretty clever. All right, I digress. Ant-Dog's in the building. Salute. My big bro, salute. I mean, can we make it make sense for a little bit? Right. Little baby hat. I mean, only because I was up until 4:30 this morning. I didn't fall asleep, rather, until about 4:45, 5 o'clock this morning, because I was on other platforms. Some I got on and spoke, and some I just listened to, and I was in the bushes in the streets. So I'm kind of like revved up a little bit, and I know that this is the midweek check-in, and I promise you I'm going to get that. I just needed to get this off my chest, because I'm not going to have my little platform dismantled because somebody's talking sideways. I'm sorry. I love y'all, and I will definitely leave the when I do the StreamYards on Mondays and I have the Mindful Monday, sometimes I'll remember to do it. But if I do, and you guys, please be mindful when you come up here. And you guys are. I'm just putting out that disclaimer, because that's what we need to keep doing. I learned that by watching other people and their channels being taken down. Copyright and disclaimer. That's the only way you're going to cover yourself. And even that, if you still saying stuff sideways, guess what? You've been far beyond warned, is what I'm saying. I mean, can I make it make sense, Raz Girl? I mean, I know, we have this light mind, and I'm glad that I have. Listen, and if you don't feel the same way that I feel in the chat or outside of the chat, fine. What can I do? I'm not a bully. I'm not going to force you to think how I think, or sway you, or put some roots on you, do my cards. No. that's how you feel about him, then that or the situation, then fine. I'm just saying we have things that we got to do, and now I'm putting we in. We have things that we have to do and change because they're in their own world. They're not making or breaking anything for us, with us, by us, but they're against us. He wants that what do you call it? He wants to be validated by his very own so bad, but he knows nobody's really checking for him. The so-called Black community is not really checking for him. And guess what? I don't think that he's so far up his behind that I don't think he can humble himself to say, you know what? I need to speak to the likes of a Professor Griff. I need to speak to the likes of a Sabir Bey. I need to speak with the likes of etc. Because he really thinks he's got it all. You know, he feels his money makes him the man. And so when you have that type of person, you really can't reach them because we're not on that level. When people try to clown Dr. Umar, I don't care. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh, take the message of what he's saying. Don't shoot the messenger. Kanye is bugged out. He's been bugged out. He says off the wall stuff. He's done off the wall stuff. Nothing's, this is not new to us. Now, because he's saying something against the very people that he rubs elbows with, no one else is standing up to them. Oh my gosh. How about that's not your problem? How about create your own? How about you got all this money, do for thyself? How about that? People say, oh, Dr. Umar, he's a scam. He's this, that, and the other. I never gave money to him. So I don't know what, I don't know how true that is. However, when he talks about the society of little Black boys in urban schools, in the school district, I listen. Why? Because I had one that we had problems with. Dr. Umar is an educator. Kanye needs to sit down with the Dr. Umar. Do you know how powerful that will be? These two men have the throat chakra to get across to the Black community. You know how powerful that would be? They don't want that. That's too powerful. But it's not about for anybody else. It's about for us. Because some of us are misguided. So we need a Dr. Umar to tell us. I mean, he's written books, in regards to how young Black boys are, the learning deficiency that's going on. Kanye said it on Drink Champs. I'm not the most well-read person. He said this. You guys are sound biting, not you guys, but the majority, the mass people are sound biting his clips of what he's saying, and they didn't hear the whole interview. The man was on a rant for 3 hours, mainly about the people he has a problem with and his wife. If I'm lying, I'm flying. He didn't teach anybody anything, but just saying stuff that we already know. But he's a hero and he's going to be a martyr because he's stepping up to the big plates. That's not my battle to fight, so I don't care. I have no horse in the race, as they say. I have no horse in the race. I don't care what happens in the outcome. Because my family is still going to be like this if anything happens or doesn't happen. He doesn't affect my everyday life. But some people got it misconstrued and they think that he's the hero's champ. He's not Muhammad Ali. He's not a Tupac Shakur. He's not a Malcolm X. That's all I'm saying. So we need to be mindful. Yeah. That's like, he's not. He's not going to do that because he's too far up his behind to like really say, you know what? Here's another black man here's another melanated man who actually knows what he's talking about. Let me sit down with him and look what happened with Professor Griff and Nick Cannon. Professor Griff, again, didn't say anything wrong or against anybody. Professor Griff is well-read and well-versed. And look what happened. That's a different situation from this situation, though. Because you got one who's well-educated in the powers and has been there. Even his song was Fight the Power. So how do we go from this to the stuff that we're having now? That's not an issue. Kanye, you're not talking about the drill rappers. You're not talking about Chicago. You're not talking about Brooklyn, New York. You're not talking about Los Angeles. You're just trying to get us in our feelings because you're in your feelings. Your moon is in Pisces. You're having a moment. It's okay. Sit back, relax, think things through. He has no true soldiers in his camp. We can see this. He has no true guidance and someone really telling him, speaking to him, and it would have been his mother. And Kim might have been the one too, but look at his, bravado. We don't know if Kim was like, listen, I'm tired of this dude. But you knew what you were getting yourself into when you went and married her. So for you to go on somebody's platform and talk about her because she doesn't want you anymore is third grade high school level BS. The fact that he brought in this man who died, clearly what we saw was homicide. He brings this up. Why did he bring that up? Now, I heard him say it. I heard him talking about it. And then I'm like, to my son, why would he bring, my son's like, I didn't hear that part. I'm like, rewind it. Why would he be talking about this man, this situation that happened 2 years ago? I'm in the chat and I said, did Nori bring that question up? I get a response back. No, he didn't. So why would he bring that up? Oh, because he watched the documentary that his new BFF has written or showcased. And he has he's voicing his thing about it. That's not the platform to do it on, Kanye. It's not the platform. I mean, if you're feeling that there's this injustice, there's other platforms that you can have this kind of dialogue with. But Drink Champs, just like Nori said, that's what it is. He's like, we're not political drink champs. We're not, this is what we do. We get high, we talk, we drink. It's barbershop talk, but just being filmed. Now, if you wanted to come in on a teaching level, Mr. West, then you should have come in prepared. I've been rock. I don't really rock with Drink Champs. I do like to watch it from time to time because Nori's silly. The fact that he admits that he's, attention deficit, ADHD, and all that good stuff. He knows sometimes he's not the smartest tool in the shed, but his ignorance is so bliss that it's beautiful. It's almost like a child's ignorance, where you can see it. Like he's silly. But I'm not like Nori's a journalist. He's talking about I'm a journalist. He took everything away. He said he didn't even say anything. He downplayed himself, but he said what I am is a journalist. No, Nori, you're not. You're going on Wikipedia and looking up some information on them. And that's what he said. I look up Wiki and I get my information. He has his group of people sending him stuff on his phone so that he can then interview his guests. Other than that, hurricanes in the building. Salute. Other than that, again, I promise you guys, I will do this, the midweek check-in, because it is midweek check-in. But Monday, it's still filtering in the air. And like I said, last night I was up till early this morning. I didn't fall asleep till like damn near 5 o'clock. Because I was on somebody's panel, and I also was in in a chat listening to this stuff. So again, it's clearly down the line that 50-50 of the men are for Kanye and 50-50 of the men are not. And not that they're not with Kanye, but they're not joining hands and saying what Kanye's doing is the right thing. Are we casting Kanye aside? No. But we're going to step over him while we're moving forward. Step in line, Kanye. Step in line. Because we're moving this way. We're not on what you're on. We can't talk about buying all these women Maybachs. This is what he's saying on the 3-hour interview. I fly my woman out to wherever and I buy her a house. And he's saying all that stuff to try to get Kim upset. Kim's not checking for you. And that's what's eating him up. If no sane man who's ever been hurt can't see this as a man who's hurt from his relationship, maybe I'm in the wrong body. Because I clearly see where he's coming from. I might be in the wrong body. I don't know. But, we got to understand and understand and overstand that we are on somebody else's streaming platform. It is not owned by the Black community. And therefore, you need to know your etiquette. You step into somebody's house. No, thank you. Yes, thank you. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Does that make you sound like you a house Negro? No, that's just etiquette. They really trying to make Nori look like he's a clown. And I'm like, how? How, Sway? This man came up onto his platform spewing this stuff. He didn't really know what was going on. He had to try to divert it. And he's saying there were people here. He was hugging these people and all that good stuff. So now he has to go on this apology tour because somebody could essentially affect his bread and butter. I'm sorry, but that's a problem. And he's not really apologizing. He's just trying to set some records straight. But if that looks like apology, then all right. Because what Nick Cannon did was apologize and brought them onto his platform and said, I want to learn from you. You don't want to hear what Professor Griff, you got what Professor Griff was saying. But when it got back to the videotapes, Nick, that's not, no. So now he got a tap dance. So Nick and Kanye, it's two different situations. Because it's the opposite. Professor Griff was the educator and Nick Cannon was the student. Because he's reciting certain things that he was reading and Professor Griff had to school him on that. Let me explain to you why. He's been banned. His whole group was dismantled back in the late 80s into the 90s because of songs like Fight the Power. They didn't want a Professor Griff in Public Enemy. So please don't confuse and don't make Kanye out to be more than what he is, because he's really not. We've had this in the past. Professor Griff has damn near lost his life. And this is why he doesn't come on as much as he does anymore, although he has a platform. But he doesn't. Now he's teaching, martial arts, and he's teaching, he has I don't know if he has a gun range or he, leases a gun range or whatever, but he's teaching people how to arm themselves. He's done with the circuit of let me educate these people, because you know what, after a while you can't teach anybody, because some people are just like they feel like they've gotten enough knowledge and they don't need to learn anymore. You'll never be a good student then. Never. Because you always want to be a student of life. You always want to learn some things and not put your ego into it and say, oh, I know everything now. No, you don't. I don't. But Griff has been around a lot longer than I have. And most of these people who are batting for this guy to know better and say, you know what, I'm done with that. I did it. These people are still going to be, how they call it, F nuts. They're still going to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I can't really reach them all. So let me get ourselves, let me get into the real deal of what's going to happen. He's also, I believe that he is lined up with a survival kit or a survival bag where, in case of an emergency, this is that grab and go bag or go-to bag, whatever it's called. And that's what Professor Griff is doing. He said enough with this stuff, because this is real life things that are going on. No, this man that just came on to Mr. West, does he know that the Mississippi is in a drought right now? Does he not know that the Euphrates River, which I didn't know, and come to find out by Brother Pinero, that's in a drought? It looks like a desert. Our water supplies are being compromised. That's a bigger issue than standing with a man that has in-house disagreements with people. That's the real problem. That's the real problem. The real problem is that in his very own hometown, there are people in Chicago getting, as they say, murked left and right. In Brooklyn and the Bronx, it's looking crazy. I just came off a criminal grand jury. It left me with a little PTSD. I was having anxiety for my children. I started to really stop them from going. I did. My son was like, Ma, I got to go out. I'm spraying him up, saging him up. You got your crystals, praying over him. Same thing with my oldest. I don't get to see her often. And then my youngest, she's already, they're both covenant. But come on. When you got to feel like that, that's a problem. I don't have billionaire problems. I don't have Maybach issues. I don't have, Balenciago's problems because they don't want to Gap, Adidas. I don't have those kind of problems. I got survive or die problems. Are we going to eat today? Is there enough food on the table? Are my children going to be safe? Is my father going to be all right? He wants to go hang out, and he's being a little teenager, goes hanging out late at night and comes not late at night. Come on. I got to live kind of in fear now. So when Mayor Adams says that we have a big problem here in New York City with this violence, especially the gun violence, I'm kind of like, all right, now pay attention. We need some order to the chaos. So it might sound like, oh, you want to have these people involved in our business. Listen, until we get our own military, finances, education, and hospital and agriculture in check, we're going to have to lean on some other people. Because as far as I know, they've been using us. So, hey, What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what I'm just trying to say. I might be sounding a little crazy right now. Oh, I don't want to use that word crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm passionate. Survival classes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's what he's teaching. Professor Griff. I've been holding it down forever, and I'm trying to get my money up to take a class. All right, Hurricane. Well, that's what you got to do, beauty queen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're trying to make it work here. Yeah, self-defense and survival classes. Okay, I was trying to figure out what it was, but I know he's into something. And his wife, Soleil, is out there doing the healing. So come on, you got these two people. So now he's teaching you he's getting you physically geared up, and she's getting you spiritually geared up. Do you know how powerful that is for a person to have that? No weapon shall form or prosper on me. Do you know that that's what that is? Anybody want a mini reading? Please let Lotus know. I will be doing mini readings today. I don't know how long I'll be on here for. Okay, so this is why you're here, Hurricane. I appreciate you. Nothing wrong. Exactly, beauty queen. I don't think so either. And when we start changing some vernaculars around, some words, listen, brother, the Honorable Malcolm X, Minister Malcolm X, became scholarly by reading a dictionary while he was in the penitentiary. You don't have to have a degree behind your name to be scholarly. He went in there and read from A to Z the dictionary and knew how to put the words into sentences, how to use them, the nouns, pronouns, adjectives, conjunctions. They're not ready for that. Simple English. Know how to change the words around. Be an alchemist. Be an alchemist and change the words around. We're not saying white supremacy. We're saying white inferiority. And those are the small group, not the larger group, right? So we can't say all, we have to say some. All you got to do is change the words around and see, they cast spells already. You're changing, you're shifting the paradigm. You're shifting the vibration of what things, I'm not giving credence to this type of, they're superior. Who's superior? Who deems this person superior? Oh, because they have more money? So that makes money. Okay. I respect that, but they're not superior as far as intellect. I mean, whatever. It's only a small group, guys. It's not everybody. It's not everybody. The ones that are running around here are leftovers from the generations ago. They're not as superior as you may feel that they are. They're not. Word on the street is they say that the very black dollar is the one that's the most. But that's word on the street. I don't know. I'm not a stock exchange finance person. Thank you, my Lotus. Yeah, so if you want a reading. All right, so let's go, because I stood on my little podium, my little soapbox long enough. I really just wanted to get to also the donations. Listen, and this is just not for me. If you are subscribed to a channel and you feel led to send a donation because what the person or people are saying resonates within you, and you have a little something to give, you don't have to do it all the time. I don't come up here either. And, what I do, how I feel is purely because it's selfless and I'm giving back. But if you feel it's moving you and the messages are making sense, then do what you like. Do what you like. And do what you like. Oh, Shakji. So, what I'm saying is that, listen, if I had the money that Kanye was talking about, I'd be broke. You know why? Because I'd be giving to everybody that I love to listen to and subscribe to. Because I'd be giving them my little change and stuff. And I'd be like, oh, I don't have enough for this, but I love to hear what this person's saying. So I want to, and I don't send a lot of money because I don't have it. But some people will go out and buy a cup of Starbucks coffee that's $10. But your little YouTube person, you can't break bread with? Again, I'm not speaking for myself. I'm just speaking in general when we're out here, because I do it. I try to give back as much as possible. Also, this is currency right here, you guys. So don't get it twisted that, fiat is all that it is, right? This is currency, the exchange of energy between us, the dialogue that we're having back and forth. That's currency. You're paying attention to me. That's it. How you're paying? With your energy. But now when I do these things, that's a different story. And you don't have to do it all the time. But if it's something making you feel like, oh, snap, this is resonating, bloop, little pocket change. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. All right, we're going to start off with your health. All right, so this is the midweek check-in. Everybody who's coming in, this is the midweek check-in. I'm now doing the cards. I kind of went into a little tangent. I did a little Mindful Monday, but it really wasn't. It's just the message, the take-home message is watch what you say, because not everything is needed to be said. And be mindful if you do happen to go on somebody's platform and you're talking, that you could possibly say something that could tip the scales and have their platform striked or even taken down. All right, be very mindful. My big cat, love you. I just love me some big cat. I love you. My aunt dog as well. Brother Rich, I can't. So that's what I'm saying is the reciprocity. We give back. Again, big up to my Miss Sharon. I have a friend named Shannon, but my Miss Sharon, because she always is behind the scenes afterwards and giving me so much feedback from the 4 hours that she watches after the replay. And I'm like, wow, you stood through all of that, all of the garble and stuff that we were talking about. And she's like, yeah, and I appreciate you. She's like, salute to the panel and to the team and Lotus. And I'm like, what do you know about salute? And she's like, and she's an elder. She's 60, in her mid 60s. And she's like, yes, and she's learning. This is what I'm saying. That's a student. She would be a master student. That's a master student, because she's an elder listening to a youngin and learning some things. Okay, stop it. All right, let's get the hands sanitized. So health, we're going to check again. It's a general reading, guys. So this is for the collective. How I read the collective is your energy that you give, my energy concentrating into you guys. Nothing spooky, nothing less, nothing more. If you're new here and you're watching this, I don't do any kinds of crazy rituals. I'm not a witch by any means. I'm more like spiritualist, and I still cling on to a little bit of my Christianity. But these are general readings, and I get that off of the energy that we are collectively speaking about. Sometimes the readings come in and it's something that resonates with me. And so if it's not making sense for you at the moment, try not to put this into your paradigm there, because it's just going to make you more confused or frustrated. So let it ride, come back to it tomorrow, later on, the end of the week, next week, because I'll be doing another midweek, right? It's weekly. I try to come in weekly. And it might resonate. And if it doesn't, then stick around. You can get a mini reading with me today. That means I'm just going to pull like 1 or 2 cards, give you a little feedback. Boom. I will be opening up my books November 11 portal with 22. What y'all know about those master numbers? Those are my master numbers. So I will honor those master numbers, and that's when I will come on and you guys can book personal readings with me. In the personal readings, I get a little more detailed. Some things you may not understand it because the message could be coming in from the future. All right. Sometimes deceased loved ones like to make their grand appearance. I know Lotus can testify to that. Maybach's in the building. Salute. That's how you study. Yeah, I got you. I think I'm in between y'all's conversation. Anywho, so the personal readings are just a little more compressed. It's one-on-one. You get a video with me, live rather, not a video. There's a live interaction just like this. It's me and you one-on-one, and I freestyle it. I will grant people, if they have a question, they can ask it, but the questions kind of throw me off, intuitively speaking, guys. I'm not going to even lie, even though I know I have that on my page, on my website, but I'm a reader that likes to do intuitively, because that's where I get most information, spiritually speaking, and that's where I can definitely understand what the message is to convey it to you guys. So, if you have a question, I will honor it, like I said, but, freestyle for me is better. And I like to flow that way. I don't like anybody writing. I don't let anybody write my rhymes. I freestyle. I'm a freestyle artist. So respect the gist. 2 days before the birthday, our reading for our session. Yay! When's your birthday, Lotus? Because we're coming back next week. I'm going to do Scorpio. So all the Scorpios come through with your little stingers. Oh, yeah, right? Lotus says that her readings be off chart. But, if you know, you guys are here because not only do you like to hear what I have to say, but you're interested in, the occult in a sense, where you're listening to the messages that I'm giving in regards to the cards. So there's some curiosity there. And if it resonates with you, this is why you're here. Otherwise, you're just plain trolling me and you're going to shoot your little shots at me if I come on your platform. Like, if I see the little witch. I'm not a witch. Nope. Not by a long shot. Okay. Enough. Because I don't want to lose the crowd, lose the momentum. I do have people that watch us after I, go off live. So I want to let them get their message in. All right. We're playing some meditation music in the background because, I have been copyright. They let me know you can't be using other people's music in the background. All right. So I'm not playing any games. I don't, I like my little page here. I don't, I'm not trying to ruffle nobody's feathers. Okay, so let's go. In regards to health, I'm using one of my old faithfuls is the Seer's deck. All right, so this is for your health in regards to this week. Like I said, take it if you want to take it, for today, tomorrow. All right. I just shuffle. All right. So bottom of the deck is the 10 of Wands, and your card is the King of Cups. That Pisces is coming in. All right. Scorpio and also Cancer. It's the water signs. All right. King of Cups here for your health. On Monday we talked about, clearing out the home, right? Some people having to take care of themselves physically, not just the exterior in your household, but taking care of you could be having an ailment, some type of cold, right, or flu. And if that's not the case, then you need to clear out your home. All right, because we have this 10 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. This is that moving out. There could be a person, you could be getting rid of a toxic Pisces. Shh, you didn't hear that. No, but in all honesty, there could be somebody that's leaving. All right, there's this mental health kicking in again, is what I'm hearing and seeing, where somebody's, there's this toxicity moving away, getting out of your way, getting out of your system. This doesn't necessarily have to be physical. We have toxicities in our bodies, right? So drinking this tea, some people, you guys may have to drink some herbal teas, holistic teas. All right, I'm getting a lot of holistic stuff here. So we really have to clean out our insides. All right, flush the system here. Lots of water. Lots of water. Some people are not, they could be having water retention. But I'm going to clarify today. I will be clarifying, and I'm using another little old but goodie deck. Is the Sun and Moon Tarot. So if you've been here long enough, you probably seen me use this once in a while, once in a blue moon. But let's clarify, why is this King here, please? Pay attention, John Horse. I'm right here. Whoa, talking about blast from the past. We got our pink sugar here, our resident everything. That's everything. The Renaissance woman. The Renaissance woman. Okay. My pink sugar, my Pickalicious, and my Sistar from another Mistar. All right, guys, you got a lot of clarifications here in regards to health. Right in the middle of the deck is the Justice card. All right, so Libra energy. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Yeah, this could be having to deal with somebody who. So, all right, there's two storylines going here. Stay with me for a second. You have one that has to do with the physical leaving, somebody's causing some type of mental distress. All right, they're toxic, out of the way. And the second, if that's not, the first is not your category, the second category is there's ailments going on that needs to be flushed out of your system. So the first card that I'm looking at now, you got the Seven of Pentacles, you got the Tower, so that's Scorpio energy. You got the Five of Wands here. So yeah, you're dealing with some people that are just not helpful in the house, toxic. And then we got this Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. So collective, there could be some type. All right, we're going to go, because we're going to go into business. Usually this all ties into one, your business, your romance, and your finance. Trust me when I say this, it's not just one of each category. Like your health is not going to be separate. Like something is causing you to have some type of bad health. You could be having a bad cold right now. There could be people in the household that are just not agreeable with you and not helping you. This could be causing your immune system is suppressed. Where is my wand? Where the hell's my wand at? So it's affecting your health, your immune system, right? But if there's somebody there, oh, there we go. If somebody is there in your household, also affecting your mental, right? Because we talk about these mental issues that they can also then start to affect your body, your physical. So we have this Wheel of Fortune here, where this is that mental, and water signs. Listen, we're a little unstable sometimes. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, our mental can get a little unhinged, especially if we got people that are for better lack of words, fucking with us. Yeah. We tend to, because we got Scorpio here with the Seven of Pentacles. So somebody could be plucking your nerves, getting on your nerves, and it's breaking your immune system down. So what we want to do here is get on our tonics, our tinctures, teas, your spiritual baths. If you're into that, you don't even have to do anything fancy for spiritual baths. I know men don't really like to, but you can have your eucalyptus plants inside your bathroom so you could steam up, men. or have some Epsom salt. You can get a basin and put your feet in water with Epsom salt. All right, a little bit of I don't have the actual Florida water, but the Florida water, you can get this in your grocery store now. They're selling Florida waters everywhere. It's not just in spiritual stores. But if you are near a metaphysical store, get you some Florida water. And then you can put your feet in there, and the water is healing. You don't have to. I know most men don't take baths like that. They don't sit in the tub, rather. So that's why I'm saying you could soak your feet in some water, some Epsom salt, and some Florida water. All right. So we got to do that as they call it, personal healing. All right. All right. So let's move on to finance. So that was for your health. All right, let's move on to finances. I'm also using another oldie but goodie. And this is the manga deck. And again, if you've been here long enough, you know this deck. You've seen it. I haven't used it in a while because I've been using something a little more bougie. And so I'm using that. All right. So let's go ahead into your finances. Let's see what's going on for the collective in regards to finances, please. Again, if anybody wants a little mini reading, please let Lotus know. I will look back into the chat. If you wanted to send a donation, that's fine. If not, that is fine as well. And I'm not going to hold you to it and not do a reading just because. All right. Yeah, they're already tingling my head. Yeah, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. All right, so finances, please, finances. I'm seeing a crescent star. So I'm not sure if somebody designs it, but I'm getting like the Muslim star. Somebody's preaching? Get out of my head, you guys. I don't know who's trying to tap in, but I'm getting like Muslim here right now in finances. I'm not sure. Like that crescent star. So you could be a teacher or a student, but wanting to teach. All right, something to do with teaching and finances. Okay. That's too much. That might not mean anything for anybody, guys. That's what I just saw visually. Okay. All right, so we got the Lovers here as a crack open the middle of the deck, Gemini energy. All right, this is divinely guided. So yeah, somebody is all right. So specifically Cancer, not so much Cancer, Scorpio. A lot of Scorpio energy here. All right. Fire. It could be anybody right now. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, specifically Scorpio. What is your card here? Earth. So fire energy. So there's a lot of fire and water energy going on here. Your card for finances is the Six of Wands. So something's very victorious. Something's coming to you, or you have. Yeah, see, that's what I kind of saw was this little thing here, this little reef, but more of it being a crescent, kind of like this. This is what I saw. So this could be applying to me. I don't know, but this is what I was seeing in my mind's eye. All right. And the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. Hey. So, you could be wanting to work with a Gemini or not. This could be a husband and wife thing again. But whatever it is that you're working on is going to be bringing in these pentacles, and we got the Queen of Wands right underneath that. Beautiful. So this is, feminine energy. Doesn't have to be, as I explained before. If you're new, again, masculine and feminine energy is in us both. Sometimes one or the other actually takes over us a little bit more. So some of us females could have a little more masculine energy. They kind of look like a me and a pink sugar, Raz and a Lotus. We're kind of aggressive, but we're sweethearts on the inside. And for feminine energy, how that could look with a masculine, looks like Kanye. That's what feminine energy looks like in a man. Okay. And that's no diss. That's the truth. That is what we have. So we got to work on balancing this out so we cannot be unhinged. All right. So something's working creatively. I'm sorry, guys. I put this wrong lipstick on today, and it's just being really nasty on my lips. So I apologize. All right, but we're going to clarify. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to clarify. So why is the Six of Wands here? We have to do that. Why is the Six of Wands? Hold on. Let me shuffle really quickly because some old energy from the health wants to come through. Hold on. Now, you know, if you have the money, you might be wanting to look into buying a newer car. All right, because that could be the other thing as well. Or, you know, somebody wants to gift their partner, could be male or female, wants to gift their partner a car. Or there could be some issues regarding your car that could have been causing some stress. But what I'm getting here is that this is, you know, at the end of the day, everything's going to be all right. Also, somebody could be moving. So whoever's leaving the house, it could be because that there's not this finance. So, all right, slow it all the way back. Now we're going to rewind. If somebody was in your household, all right, if this partner you were with, because we have the Pentacles here in regards to that health, all right, the Seven of Pentacles, but we also had, who did we have? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And that 10, and then we had the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck for the initial card. So it could be somebody's leaving, or they are leaving in lieu of getting a new job, or, you know, getting another job. So this might not be personal, but there's stress in the household nonetheless, and it's more mental stress, but it's causing, or not mental, excuse me. It's not mental stress, it's emotional stress, right? Because the mental is this with, you know, this, the headaches, it's the thinking, but the emotional is that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, where we're just kind of like, you know, upset one minute, or, you know, crying or yelling the next minute at our partner, you know, spouse, or what have you. All right. So, you know, we'll clarify here really quickly what this Six of Wands is for your finances. All right. So let me just shuffle really quickly. And of course, I'm going to spend a little time on romance because, you know, I love it. Not. Although I don't have a problem with romance now. I've gotten over it. I've conquered my issues, Lotus. I conquered it. Rosnetta's in the building. Salute. Haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you. Yeah, man. I've conquered this romance issue with the cards, so I'm good. But it gets on my nerves. All right, so let's clarify now. Why is the Six of Wands here? The King of Swords with the Five of Swords. All right, so middle of the deck is the Five of Swords. Excuse me. This is again that energy of fighting and backbiting, and not backbiting, but there's a lot of verbal arguments. All right, and then the bottom of the deck here is the Star card. This is Merkaba, Metatron. All right, Metatron's cube. There's that star again. I don't know. Somebody in here or somebody watching is of Muslim faith. I don't know how this is correlating, but here's the Star card at the bottom of the deck. All right, so I said this. I saw it while I was doing the finances, so I'm not sure if you are moving. If you're leaving home to you know, start up in either in the nation or become, you know, a Muslim, that could be causing some issues. This could be it doesn't have to be a partner. This could be somebody in your house. It doesn't necessarily have to be your partner, but this is somebody very close to you. I would say more in your household. Doesn't have to be a husband or a wife. It could be a child as well. Somebody wanting to leave the house and go against the grain. Religious wise, this could be causing some people to have anxieties. Like, no, that's not how we raised you. Okay. But let them be, let them rock out, because you're only causing more dis-ease to yourself. Let this person live, let them rock out. It's, they're independent. So whoever this person is has an independent spirit. So they're together, mind, body, and soul. And with this King of Swords here, this could very well be a father figure, a husband, or a brother, an older brother, or a male son that's very he has like an old soul. Okay, so he might be trying to, I'm getting more of a man. Okay, let me reverse that. I'm getting more masculine energy, not so much a man. I'm getting masculine energy. So, but if it is a man, he's got a lot of masculine energy, which means he is a very dominant person. He takes charge. It's pretty much his way or the highway. And not for nothing, and I'm not disrespecting the teachings and the guidance of being a Muslim or Islam. But if you are studying to be a Sunni Muslim, which I was going to do, their teachings are kind of like that. The males lead and the women are subservient in a sense. So this could be what's going on. All right. But somebody's leaving the house. So this could be like a young adult son that's like, I found the nation. Maybe they want to go into the nation, or they're really converting into Islam. Let them rock out. Let them be. Masculine energy, if this is like a female, as like I said, it could be somebody that's, a female who's has her head on her shoulders. She's, smart, sharp, kind of my way or the highway kind of thing. Let this person be, let them rock out, because all you're doing is either causing them anxiety or you're causing yourself anxiety, and that's going to cause physical stress. All right. Let's move on. We're moving on to romance. Oof. Really quickly, let me just check my phone because I got a message. And it's Wednesday, and that people will start reaching out to me. Of course. He always does this. If it's not my husband, it's his son. I'm like, y'all know what Wednesday is. Hold on. But we're always on call 24/7. Ooh, my pink sugar. Thank you for your donation. I got you. You're so silly. And dog, thank you. All right, so let me go. All right, hold on a second. I will do the romance really quickly, and I will check. Lotus, can you just let me know if I got anybody? Because I didn't look to see. I'm in the flow of things right now, and I didn't look to see if anybody wants a reading. I'm guessing that the people who sent me something wants to have a reading, so I got you. But let's move on to the last and final thing, which is the romance, guys. This is your collective romance, and look, it's a whole lot. Okay. All right. And then we end the reading with a wisdom oracle. And then that's when I will taking the mini readings. But I also incorporated these little initials so we can get to be nosy and see who it is that we're really talking about in regards to romance. All right. Let's go. Oh, let me clear out my hands. Because, Pisces gets me all turned around. Pisces, what you do? I was in a chat. What was it? Was it yesterday? I think I was in the Real Danish chat. And there's this guy in there, and he was talking about asking about Dana. I'm like, yeah, she's I'm all in her business. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot my shot. And I'm like, go ahead. He's like, because his name is Pisces King. And I was just like, he was like, Foxy, you could shoot me a line too. And I was just like, I'm good. I love me some Pisces, but I'm good. Hurricane blew my spot up to John Horse. I'm like, relax, Hurricane. We're not even talking about that. He's like, Foxy's married. I'm like, shh. What's that got to do with a can of paint, Hurricane? Okay, so Ant Dog is on. All right. And I'm guessing Pink too, right? No, Pink, you're on you right, okay. So Pink, hold on, let me get this in order. Pink is first, I believe, and then Ant Dog. Listen, cat, you better get off my bed. You're about to throw up. I got one of my familiars here, one of my cat babies. Every time I do my reading, he comes up here. All right, let's go into romance. Romance, what you guys do to me. All right, so we're using our Old Faithful, the Angel Romance deck. All right, and we're going to be using the little Love Oracle Wellness, blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to be using the Oracle Soul Connections when two hearts meet to wrap up the freaking romance. Romance. All right. All right. Got you guys. Okay. So let me write this out real quick, because I'll forget. And I know Lotus is doing her damn thing over there. Yeah, Hurricane with the laughs. Don't come out here laughing. Like, if I was single or not, well, Hurricane was like what they call blocking. Like, let's relax. We're all chilling. We're all vibing right now. Foxy's married. You sound like Kanye. Relax. It's all good. All right, so who's first? Phoenix or Rosnetta? Okay, all right, let me get this in order. Thank you, Lotus. Phoenix. Phoenix, where you been at? I haven't seen you in a minute either. All right, and then Rosnetta. Hurricane, you ready for your reading? We're gonna do your reading too. Thank you. All right, cool. Let's go. Yes. All right, good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Woo. All right, so we got retreat. All right, middle of the deck is religious factors. Yeah, see what I'm saying? That's that. I know my pink sugar doesn't like to hear me talking about R. Kelly. I'm not talking about him, but I'm just saying he has a song called Religious Love. That's what I'm getting out of this. And then bottom of the deck is engagement. All right, so your card, collective, is retreat and reverse. So, like I said, somebody could be wanting to, this could be a young adult. I really don't think it's an older person per se that wants to leave, but I feel like they want to leave to find, or this is an arranged marriage. I don't know what's going on here, but this is more like a very religious marriage, and that's what I'm getting. Somebody is wanting to convert to Islam, but to be like a Sunni Muslim, where it's very strict. And, like I said, the wife is more, she retreats. She's the subservient one, but she takes care of the family, the household. And the husband is really the one that's out there, doing the damn thing. But nonetheless, they're both, they're religious and they're spiritual. And somebody wants to have that in a relationship. Excuse me. This damn thing keeps popping up. Okay. So what's this retreat? Hurricane says, twist my arm. All right. You right, Lotus. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, relax. We cool. We've been through something. We cool. All right, let's go. Yeah, so karmic relationship, middle, and the bottom of the deck is stabbed in the back, heartbroken. Separation. Somebody is really on a quest. Then we got coffin here. Yeah, in reverse. So there again, this is not for everybody. It's a collective reading. I could be reaching one person. Or you could be somebody who knows somebody that you're close with that actually this person wants to take off, and it's almost like in search of religion, like being being a Muslim and getting into that and following the ways and being a student, like we talked about, and having a wife, that type of living, that's what they want. Okay. All right. So, I don't got nothing else for it. I mean, this is what I just keep repeating. Um, we did see the Three of Hearts and breakups. What else? We have the Tower moment here in regards to the health. So this is all playing out. I feel that whoever wants to break away and become, go into this religion, that the person that they're leaving is the one that's having an issue with it, and not so much. They're having a hard time with kind of just like accepting all of this in that respect, not letting them not go. That's not the problem. It's just, okay, like it could be a young adult that wants to leave home, but they want to leave home to become, a Muslim. I could dig it. All right. Let's get an oracle here. Woo! Y'all saw that fly out? Yeah, reception, challenges. So, receptive, and challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. And be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. There is somebody, I'm just going to keep repeating it, I'm going to sound like a broken record, that wants to break out of somebody wants a traditional way of life, but they want to incorporate religion. And the other person on the receiving end is like, what? Now, you could be listening to a friend of yours. This, again, may not necessarily have to be you, collective. This could be somebody that you're close with. That could be probably calling you up. This could be, weighing heavy on their hearts, causing them type of anxieties. This is something new for somebody that wants to change this way of life. Then they could be reaching out to you because you could be that ear for them where they confide in you and tell you, like, this is what I want to do. I want to leave my home. Somebody may want to leave their wife or husband. That's a very small few. I'm getting more so that there's somebody who isn't in the tradition or isn't married per se, but you could be living like husband and wife, but somebody wants something more spiritual involved in their relationship. They need Allah in their life. All right, let's get a oracle to wrap up this whole reading, the wisdom oracle. Did you, Lotus? Okay. All right, so that could be, Scorpio showed up. All right, that was the first card for the health and the Tower card. So this could be very well much related to what's going on with you, or you might be, feeling some kind of way. Whatever's going to happen, collective, this is going to happen really fast. But understand that this anxiety that you're getting from this situation, you're going to have to like really trust and have faith, because divine source, Allah, Yahweh, whoever names you have, it's going to be moving things very fast in your life. This is very spiritual right now. So somebody's going through a spiritual transformation, or they're looking and they're in search of some spiritual enlightenment. Hold on a second, because I dropped some cards over here. All right, so I'm, like I said, I'm all for it. Now, that's regarding me. I'm not. I ain't for all that stuff. That's why I didn't become a Sunni Muslim. I was like, what? I gotta walk behind who? I gotta not be near anybody for 7 days when I menstruate. I gotta feed my kids. You are, You can't, if a woman is menstruating, she cannot be around anybody for 7 days. If she does, she has to constantly clean herself, but she can't prepare and cook the food. She can't sleep with her husband when she's menstruating. I said, I don't know about that. I'm good. I'm Gucci Slide. I wasn't raised that way, so I was having a hard time. I was having a hard time with all that. I said, what? Who's going to feed my babies? My babies got to eat. And I wasn't living with my parents. See, in that type of religion, you are, that type of lifestyle, you are kind of communally living with people. You are, it's your parent or his parents, rather, the siblings there. So you're having other people help raise your children. So if you have to move away from the family in regards to your menstruation, yes. But Western civilization, we're not doing all that. So I don't know about all that. All right. Yeah. Oh, you can't touch the Quran. Okay. See? Right. That's another reason too, Lotus. Too much of a free spirit. I can't be boxed into anything. I mean, I grew up Christian, Methodist, but I can't be put into the organizations. You know what I'm saying? All right. So 2 cards that came out. Ooh, Loyal Heart. We got some owls here. Some beautiful knowledge, truth be told, and Loyal Heart. All right. So this is the last of this collective reading, guys. Bottom of the deck is No Place Like Home in reverse. Somebody wants to leave. And in the middle of the deck is Milk and Honey in reverse. Somebody wants to leave their home, leave where they're at. If they're not home per se, they want to leave from where they're at to go into something else. They want a helpmate. They want somebody that they can share their ideology with, to share the passion of their spirituality together. They want somebody that's going to be like on their journey, that how they are. All right. This is that twin soul, or excuse me, I'm not using the twin soul. Get out of here. This is the soulmate energy, but this is that divine, because owls are very intuitive and smart creatures, animals. So somebody is, seeking this knowledge. Here we have a book. Lotus, you just said the Quran. Oh, that's not a book. That's a window. But it looked like a book to me. There's a lot of moving parts in these cards. 14 breaking down to the number 5. That's about change. And 35 breaking down to 8, that is infinity. All right. So somebody's going through a spiritual evolution right now. That's that infinity sign, right? Where it's ever changing. It's ever moving. Nothing stays the same. It continues. It keeps growing. Somebody's, whoever they were, they're not the same person with this mask here. The mask is falling off. I'm no longer who I was then. Somebody's coming into knowledge of self. So you could be wanting to study maybe 5%, become a 5%er. Definitely something in the Islamic way of teaching is what I'm getting. And somebody wants their king or their queen to be just like that. You don't necessarily have to go into this religion, but I'm getting somebody wants to share this knowledge. They want somebody they can share the same knowledge with and be receptive. Be receptive. All right. So again, this could be just 1 or 2 people, doesn't necessarily have to be, but just know collective, your take home message is that you are ever evolving, right? I said this from the beginning, before I started doing the reading, and saying that you are a student in life first and foremost. You're always evolving. If you sit, like Lotus and I just said, we can't sit and we can't be in a box. We're too much of a free spirit. So this could be what's going on with somebody. They don't want to be put in a box. They don't want a traditional wedding. They don't want a traditional relationship in that sense. They want to bring this together, with this engagement here and that religious love that I just showed you. Where's that card at? So anyway, y'all saw it before, but this is knowledge. This is somebody, knowledge of self. And you could have a partner who is like-minded like you, who has shared knowledge to give to you and being receptive. All right, guys. Right. And then the bottom of the deck is this no place like home in reverse, 50, breaking down to 5 again. So major changes. This is that angel number 55. That means this change is happening quickly, like the Tower moment. Divine intervention is kicking in. Somebody has to move. Their soul is restless. They need to find something higher than themselves. They're seeking higher knowledge. Somebody could be wanting to study esoteric. Somebody might want to be studying things that are outside of their pay grade, in layman's terms. All right, good. I like it. Me likey. You know me likey. All right, so that was that. Now we're going to be doing the mini reading. So I will just check the chat really quickly. Grab some water. Where's my big cat at? Because he was talking about water. He's always about the water. Health is wealth. He didn't drop that knowledge down to us. I'm looking for you, big cat. Yeah, when you're menstruating, you can't be around. I mean, I don't want to be around anybody anyway when I'm menstruating, so that'll work. Let me get my lips really quickly. But yeah, man, that'll work. But you can't do that when you got kids around and you're by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that. They need to make fail-proof lipstick that stays on. Like, I know I have those lip stains, but I talk and I drink and my lips go off. Miss Sharon, my lips is going off. All right, so Dog, let's use the witch's deck there for Ant Dog. Oh, because that's our old faithful. That's what it's either that or the what is that we use? Miss Cleo's deck. Oh wait, we gotta find out. Oh shoot, hold on a second. Back up. We back up. Let me just do this really quickly so we can find out who's this person. And I will give you the initials. So we got initials T, if that makes sense for you. Y. All right. This is this person, whoever's going through it. These are their initials. S. H. This could be the first initial, last initial, their nickname that they go by, and F. So that's F, T, S, H, and Y. These are the letters that I got. That's in regards to, who this person is that is going through some transformations, or this could be you. All right, collective. All right, so that was that. Remember, F, S, T, Y, and H. Got it? Got it. All right. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go ahead forward. Hold on a second. I got you, Ant Dog. I got to get Ant Dog in and out of here because he's got work and stuff. He can't be playing around with us like that. You know what I'm saying? All right. I know the schedule now. I'm getting it. I just want to clear up my energy over here really quick. Because some of us are like Smokey. We don't got shit to do. We just chilling out. I mean, we doing things, but we chilling. All right. Got my sea moss in me, so my energy's back up. I'm feeling all right. Energy's kicking in. So we could do these things. All right. Hold on, Ant Dog. I got you. Like, who's calling my name outside? All right. Okay, so this is for Ant Dog. Again, it's a mini reading for anybody who is interested. Yeah, good suggestion, Lotus. Good suggestion. Yeah, people need to find alternative. Very good, Hurricane. That's what it is. You got to expand our mind. Oh no, Lotus, is it? Dang. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry. Let me go back really quickly. See anybody coming through. Don't want to miss anybody. Oh, Hurricane, I forgot to put you on there. Sorry. My bad. Okay. All right, just checking the chat really quickly. All right. So doing for Ant Dog. I have this. All right, so the 10 of Wands was showing up. All right, so that's that energy of, baggage or having the responsibility of carrying the weight on your shoulders, or moving. You could be in the middle of moving from one place to another. And we got the 8 of Cups here, all right, as well. So you could be actually moving. Are you the one moving out of the house? And so, these mini readings can kind of slightly get a little personal. I'll try not to divulge too much to you guys because we are, screened after this as well. People are coming in to watch the replay. So I'll try not to involve too much of what's going on. Ant Dog, you got the 6 of Wands. Yes, that might be your energy too. The 8 of Cups, and then the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. So this is that 6 of Wands that was showed up again in the finances. So there could be an exchange. Or what I'm getting, because I was going to ask you, are you exchanging one car for another? There could be, one car is acting up, so you may have to get a rent-a-car. All right, but I'm going to clarify here, and then we got this King. So there's a lot of men around going on here, lots of men. So it's you and 3 other guys. Now I'm not sure if this has to do with you and your brothers, or you're not around these 3 men, because 2 are kings and 2 are knights. So these could be fathers, grandfathers that transitioned over, or these are just there's a lot of older men energy around you, Ant Dog. Yeah, and then we got the Knight of Swords right underneath this. Yeah, childhood buddies. So these are either best friends that are like brothers, or cousins that are like brothers, or your brothers. But I feel like this is separate, you're away from them. Or I'm getting with these 2 kings here, Ant Dog, they're in reverse. So these could be fathers or grandfather and father that's transitioned over. Let me, what am I going to clarify with? I'm just going to clarify. I wanted to just see which cards to clarify. Why is this 6 of Wands? I mean, this is, victorious, but I see that this is moving away, or, something to do with cars, something, there's one car acting up. So you're trading something in for another one. maybe the I'm not good with cars because I don't own one, so I don't know, but it's like the same make, but maybe the years, like, so you're trading in an old car for a newer, but in that same make of a car, if that makes sense. All right. But whatever it is, you're moving on your own accord. Like, there's like split personality. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying that I'm getting like 4 individual men. Or you take on the role of 4 men, like father figure, brother figure. This could be at work as well. Like, you like do if this doesn't have to do with other men around you, I feel then you're taking on like 4 people's jobs or responsibilities. I'm just saying that there's a new car on the horizon for you, all right? Something more reliable, sturdier, a little more horsepower, as they say, all right? So you could be investing in a truck. That makes sense for you. Or you have one now, one's acting up. You make it fit. All right, we're okay. All right. All right, we'll see. We'll see what else is going on. I'm clarifying now why is this Knight of Wands here. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Gemini. So it's very well possible that this car is coming up. Either you're looking for investment, or there's some kind of way maybe that a family member has got this car for you, or this truck rather. I'm getting more truck because there's a lot of horsepower. There's a lot of, I don't know what those kind of trucks are, how many, but we got 3. So whatever it is, 3, 4 horsepower. We got all these here. So pickup truck. All right. Okay. Let's move on. What is that guy? Okay. Yeah, it's like a pickup, like a Tahoe. That's a truck, right? Tahoes, something like that. Okay. A Ford Tahoe. Okay. So we got the 4 of Cups here, and the 6 of Cups again. Bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups. The 4 of Cups came out in reverse for you with this card here. So it's not so much at work, Ant Dog. It's like you're the big brother, the father figure, the uncle. Like, you have that kind of role going on, because with this 6 of Cups here, this is that childhood soulmate kind of energy. So these could be siblings or cousins, or you've always been the one to be like the father figure, because the fathers or grandfathers, like them transitioning, it's like you're stepping up to be that role. And with this 4 of Cups here, that has to do with this passing. All right, so they're the grandfathers or the fathers that have passed away. It's now you're taking on that responsibility. There's a father or grandfather figure that's always over you. He could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, a water sign, or a fire sign. So that's Libra, Aries. Yeah, that's you. Somebody's also an Aries though. And a Taurus or Capricorn. All right. This father figure is my internet. Okay, my internet went a little wacky. This it's an SUV. A Tahoe is an SUV. What's Ford Runner. I'm hearing Ford. So I don't know how that's equating to you, but I'm hearing Ford Runner, 4x4. Yeah, something along that. I don't know. I love me some trucks, but I don't know what that means. Yeah. One card here, we got Judgment. So whoever this person, this father figure, I think somebody showed up for you once before when we did this reading. They're helping you out in regards to your car, this getting car or this truck. So somehow, some type of mysterious way, this grandfather figure is going to get this truck to you, or this vehicle. It doesn't necessarily have to be a truck. This is what I'm just picking up. So vehicle, and so that's how that's playing in. So this your ancestors, and if you will, your spirit guides on the other end are helping. So it's not unfortunate, but the place where you have to take the role of uncle, father, even if it's not towards your own blood. Right? This is the role that you're taking now. Like this is being pushed. Right? So I'm gonna get you an angel, or I'm gonna wrap up your reading. Because there's angels, your ancestors there with you. See, I told you guys that your ancestors like to come in and give messages, and they don't talk to me because I'm not a medium. So I try to know what they say because I'm not a medium. I don't really know what they're saying. I pick up when I look at cards that that's what they're telling me. I have a mediumship, but I don't. It's not medium. Let them come in me. It's no Whoopi Goldberg and spirit. Like I don't that. You ain't possessing my body. I don't care how much no ma'am, no sir, not doing me. That's above my pay grade. Yeah, we got Archangel Metatron showing up again. All right, I see you. That's my archangel, so I see you. No. Okay, so what is the angel message for you, please? All righty, so we got success here. Yeah. Angel message there, Antog, success. And that's what the the Knight of Wands is all. Moving fast, pace, all right. But that's that fire. Oh, yeah. Now it makes sense. That's Aries, the Aries. All right. Moving fast, moving forward. And the bottom of the deck is telling you don't. All right. These are these angels here. So angel Gabriel is the messenger. All right. So somehow you're going to get a message in regards to this vehicle. All right. Don't worry about the costs and stuff like that, because this is being taken care of behind the scenes. Okay. This is being taken behind the scenes. Success. You are successful. Right, Anton? That makes sense in some ways. Salutations, base rules. Salute. All right, moving along is my Pinkalicious. Thank you, Anthony, so much for your time, your essence. All right, Pink. Are we using Pink? You want to do Witch's deck? We'll do deck. Toyota, right? It's a I don't know. To Toyota. Listen, Anthor, let me know. We'll figure it out. I gave the message. You make it work. Figure it out and let us know. All right. Okay. I think that Phoenix and Pink would love to get a romance too. Just kidding. You know I love to mess with y'all. You know I love to mess because you guys are kind of, so Pink. Those who are coming in that don't know, Pink and Phoenix are my they're in the old school group. So they've been around for a very long time. And when I say very long, it's only been like almost 2 years. But these women, I think when I was on with you, Hurricane, and I didn't put these women, when I was talking about people moving mountains and that I wouldn't necessarily be doing that if getting the message, these two women are the ones I was explaining, not giving you my example without telling you too much about what was going on. These women were getting personal readings from me and letting me know. One was like, this ain't happening. And things were happening. She couldn't fight it anymore because it was spirit and her ancestors, her guardians that were through. I'm just the messenger. The other one left the States because she had an opportunity. I saw like either overseas or, somewhere to the border. And sure enough, her behind ends up in the Caribbean and tells me I'm going down there. Listen, if somebody's telling me this, I'm very stubborn. But my are the beautiful souls that I've been honored to meet. They're taking a complete stranger, heeding the message, and applying it to their life. However it may look, even if they're fighting against it, they're applying it. And I got to tap my hat off because I don't be able to do all that. I'm kind of stubborn. Hurricane, I forgot about you, but I forgot to put you down in the book. I got you though. All right, it's pink. So there's their example. When I open up StreamYard and they happen to be on, we do one of these reminiscings or anniversaries. I'll let you know. All right. Delicious. Let's see what's going on. Gotta get cups. All right. Water sign there. What else? Lashing out the pages. And then the Seven of Pentacles. All right. This is while I'm shuffling. So you're telling somebody, there's that energy, Capricorn, Virgo. Seven of Pentacles. That's reviewing your money. You might have to take a cut in money. All right, let's see. Here we go with that messenger, Page of Wands. So your soul friend that you talk to. All right. So what All right, so we got the Emperor. You got two cards that came out. You got the Emperor, Six of Reverse. So this is that soulmate again, and then the Four of Wands. This is that, divine marriage. Doesn't necessarily have to be about marriage, but that this card represents that, but it also represents family structure. Now, the two cards for you are the Four of Cups and the Emperor. Father figure. Excuse me, energy and water sign. Capricorn. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Where's my clarifying? Okay. So why you always got to come out here with this stuff? So, there's people that kind of not talking to each other at the moment. There's this recluseness. Something's over something. I'm done. I'm just collecting myself. But there's two people. It's man and female. All right. That you just like, not at odds, but this moment of, we sit like somebody sitting on one side, the other one sitting on it's like living separately but together is what I'm getting, if that makes sense. But with this children and that cups that I saw. So this could also having to do with somebody's, has more time with their children, with younger children. Right? I mean, definitely showing more father figure rather. Let's clarify. Four of Wands again. As soon as I crack open the deck, Four of Wands. So this is a lot of family energy here. Somebody may have to go see their family. All right, take care of children or something to that. Or there's a wedding, something that's involving, could be like a get together or family planning where somebody has to go and take care of this and do that. And the other person is just like, all right, I'm just chilling into my own world. And that's a Cancer Pisces energy here. We kind of like to be water sign, the Five of Cups. And melancholy. This is really sad. This is, energy that is you're over with it, but there's still some love there. Not saying that to do with anything in regards to any type of breakup or anything in that respect. But what I'm saying is that somebody has to go do, and the other person's just like, well, this is what I'm getting. Like somebody's just like, what you got to do. All right. So, but it could be having to do like a wedding again, like I said, or some type of big event that this person has to go to, tend to. Let's clarify what. It's like causing you to be interested. Yeah, so we got this, not Five Wands here. That's to clarify these cards. Yeah, the top showed up again. So somebody has to take care of their or kids or family, could be siblings. And the other person is clearly like, I'm staying in my room. I'm staying in my bed with this Four of Swords. I'm relaxing. I'm not getting involved with anybody's mess. The Seven of Wands is that defensiveness. I'm protecting energy. I'm not got to go ahead and deal with the family, whatever it is. Good. All right. Do what you got to do. Hit the cups, walk on by. Don't. Okay. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm chilling. I'm good. Somebody has to really like go and do what they got to do with the family. So, and the other person's like, go ahead. All right. You're protecting your energy. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's 7 there also. That has to do with spirituality. So you're serving your spiritual body. Well, it's not the emotions, the water. We're spiritual, emotional creatures. Us water people. So this is that, protecting energy, conserving your spiritual energy. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no ending to that. It's just saying, go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm here. Don't worry about me. And it's like just two ships passing, but it doesn't mean there is no unity. It just means you go do what you got to do and I'm chilling, basically. All right. All right. Leave it there. It's giving me the heat. So we're gonna go ahead and move on and get you a oracle and send you on. And then Phoenix is up next, because we be here a little longer, but we got other people we got to tend to. So I'll give you a oracle love, whisper of. All right. There's another one. Phoenix is going to have me jammed up too. Like, you girls, what? They're bringing out the smoke today. It wasn't bad though, Pink. It wasn't too bad, right? It was all right. We could handle these things. This wasn't too like the gadget trying to figure stuff. That's the person. All right. So, ooh, be authentic. New love. What is this deck? It's really pretty. This is the one that had the house. Remember what almost our first reading? This deck is the one that had that pretty house with all the little spirits and the little angels were around. That's this deck. This deck. I haven't used it in a while, so I gotta shuffle it. All right. These are pages. All right, so have faith, and what is this? Be in the present and dream of the future. This is a pretty card too. Bottom of the deck is number 40, and your card is have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Right, that's spiritual, serving yourself with spirit. All right, the number to this card, 12. Here the butterflies again. 12 breaking down to 3. Right, this is that taking time for self, reflection. Maybe take walks outside in your little path there. And sometimes we gotta like step away. Somebody could be this could be you, and you're like, you know what, I need to go outside. Like people have to, it's like you being by this person has to do what they need to do. So this is taking your walks here. Maybe I don't know, for some reason drawing for you with this card here. This is the bottom of the deck, but it's, I don't know if it's tapestry, or maybe you should look into getting a tapestry that has all this kind of stuff on it. I don't know, something about. But I feel like you need something else to kind of like up your spirits. Definitely the butterfly here, again, showing themselves. There is a little, oh, look at this blue butterfly too. There's 2 of them. But this little fairy is giving me like cherub, but like little girl energy. So you need to rekindle, get into yourself, or somebody there to lift you up, lift your spirits up as well. Right? All right, my pink delicious. Mwah. 4s and 12s. There we go. Sheesh. Wait, you're up next. Yes, you're up next, Phoenix. 12 is that number. Oh, right. That broke down to 40. Sure did. I'm just a messenger. All right. That's delicious from another Mythgar. Phoenix is up next. I'm gonna use the same cards for you because I don't know. You two are the little witches of Eastwick. We're the tripod. That's the tripod, the Trinity. Butterfly. Okay, so the 2 of Swords is showing up. That's that decision making. The swords also have to do with truth, justice, legality. It's Aries, it's Aquarius, Gemini, and who's the other air sign? Libra. Seven here. So there's something that you see, you need to pay attention, but there could be somebody being sneaky in your back, and you know it, or you see how this person moves and you know it. But with that 2 of Swords, the 2 of Swords has the blindfolds over her. They're clear. She sees things, but we like to turn the blind eye. Page opens. Okay. And then the page of, okay, so your card is the page of reverse. So Aries, so this is fire energy. Messengers or pages, the page of Prince here too. So there could be some new beginnings or some messages coming to you in regards to, you know, beginning. The Queen, so right behind that is that Aquarius energy. All right, and then here we got the Two of Pentacles, that making decisions. All right, so you could be making some decisions in regards to, underneath that is the High Priest. All right, so he's the Hierophant. This is traditional teaching, learning, also marriage, and then we got the Ace of Pentacles right underneath this guy. All right, so this could be having to do with either going back to school, furthering your education. Esquire, that's what, right? Okay, something to do. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, he was there, right? Yes. Put this. So something to do with that. Something to do definitely in regards to finances. You might know somebody's trying to like come after your position. I'm not really too worried about it. I just definitely that's what I saw. So you might know this, or you might be seeing something, just letting excuse me, you're letting some things but definitely this has to do with work. This is work related. So I'm going to clarify really quickly. I'm hearing what's seen in the underworld will be seen, like what the dirt or the dark will be to light. That's what I'm. So this could be in regards to work. So you're going to hear things, you're going to, like, you know it, but intuitively, like, you know it, but you can't really, it's not concrete evidence that you can pinpoint. Okay, this is there's no hardness, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the Esquire is, yes. You are, yeah, that's what I thought. So this is with work. This is work related. Yeah, King of excuse me, coins are cracking open the deck. So you know, there can be another person that you're working with. Somebody is trying. So I saw. Oh, okay. I'll take this candy really quickly because, like, so you could be looking for this person's position. You might just need to hear. You might need to wait. If they're either going to retire or you're trying to take this person's position. Okay. They're old. They're judge. So old. I don't know. It's like you know it. You hear. You need to, like, somebody's going to tell you about this, but it's not happening right yet. Like some things have to be covered in a sense for it to come up to fruition. If that makes sense. Okay, not bad. What craziness is going on with you, Phoenix? So we got the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy, Three of Coins in reverse, with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Let me find out, you're the one that's being shady. You're being cut. Mm-hmm. You're just waiting to hear some news so you can move in. Like, move into that position. Mm-hmm. Two of Wands right underneath that. Could have been somebody you might have been, whatever. Then we got the Page of Pentacles again to confirm that right underneath Wands. Yeah, you know intuitively. This is that Five of Pentacles. Because this is bringing more money for you. I see. Chess, not checkers. What you're doing. I get it. Okay. For you, it's just a waiting. I feel like you have to wait for somebody to put in their resignation. They might be having to go through a lot of whatever the case may be. So there's waiting to put their paperwork in, or yeah, because with HR they have to the person's pension and things like that. Whatever that goes on with HR as far as that money goes. Yeah, you got to wait to hear that they are officially out so you can move in. But there could have been some stuff going on here, or they tried it. Or all right, I'm not going to do too much. This could be one of those assault issues at the job, and this person has to pack it up. Okay. All right. That's what I got for you, Phoenix. That might be just a cloud more than paperwork. That this person has to be cleared out. You can move. All right. Let me see. Let's get a wisdom oracle for you and wrap up your reading. Oracle. And then we have that. Come to the edge as I crack open the door. Yep, you're just waiting to make your move. Person has to be out of the way though first. Gemini. Building blocks. Can't make it up. They wanted to. Buildings. This could, if this not, if this could, if this serendipity is your card. Yeah, to be fair, this is exactly all this is about. So this could have to be like a divorce situation as well. Yeah.